Hello my lovelies. It's the end of week 3. I gained this week. I'm not very happy about it. So I gained 2.5 pounds this week and that really sucks. But I told you about that app I found last week and I've been trying really hard to drink all my water. I'm peeing nonstop. That's super fun. I've been doing really good at hitting my water every day, and I think that's part of my weigh-in problem this week. Several factors, in fact, let's talk about that. So 3 things happened the day of weigh-in. I was running very late, so I was wearing much heavier, bulkier clothes than I typically wear for weigh-in. That couldn't have been more than a few ounces, but it's definitely a factor. I also was on my 4th bottle of water by the time weigh-in happened. And typically when I weigh in, the morning of, I have coffee, I have a banana, and I don't eat until I weigh in just before lunchtime, and then I go have lunch. I also ate a meal right before I went to weigh in, so that's not going to help either. So coffee, banana, 3 bottles of water, and food, that probably didn't help. But that being said, I can't attribute all 2.5 pounds to that. This week a couple of things happened. First, I don't even know how I did it. I slept wrong one night, or I did something and I tweaked a muscle in my neck. And there were 4 or 5 days of this whole week that I could barely turn my head from the left or right. So that was super fun. Did not get a lot of activity in because of that, because every movement hurt. To top it all off, most of my diet was under control. However, Girl Scout cookies. Yay! I ate a whole box of Thin Mints over the course of maybe 3 days. The second tube I was able to break into 2 separate days, but it's not good. So in sticking with my goals from last week, I needed to try some healthy recipes. I tried to make ham and egg muffin cups where you stick the ham into the muffin cup and then fill it with egg. I also added a little bit of Parmesan cheese and about a spoonful of pesto sauce into the base of it, which was really the saving grace of these things. It might just be me. I might have overcooked them. The egg was just not... I expected the yolk to break and ooze, and I clearly overcooked them because the yolk was just hard, and it took my favorite part out of eating eggs away. So I think that if I made them in the oven again, I'd make it more like a frittata by, you know, scrambling the eggs and sticking it in the ham. Here's a picture of the muffin cups, and they look delicious, but they were very disappointing. And in fact, I was allowed to eat 3. I think I had budgeted for that meal that day, and I had some fruit on the side, and I think I ate 1.5 and then tossed the rest and just finished the fruit because it wasn't good. So this week I want to talk about motivation. For me, it's just to be healthy. That's why I'm not focusing so much on the scale, although obviously, you know, I'm reporting it to you, and it's something that I pay attention to, but it's not everything. And that's why also, and I don't think I ever mentioned this in previous videos, but I've also taken all my measurements. As we go through every few months, I will check my measurements because that's a huge indicator of health and fitness, showing how far I've come. And it's not just about the scale, it's about giving my body what it needs to be healthy. It's about having this body around for a very long time. I want to be healthy for me. It might be selfish, but I want to be healthy for me. And my son will benefit from that. My husband will benefit from that. The people in my life will benefit from that. But it's for me. This is about me. So what is your motivation? Let me know in the comments. What motivates you to exercise? What motivates you to eat better? This week, again, 3 goals. It's always 3 goals. So this week my goals are, and I keep counting every time and then I forget to count afterwards, so bear with me. Number 1, of course it is, track everything, and that includes my water, so I'm kind of lumping food and water all together at this point. Number 2, I did it, number 2, Exercise. I didn't exercise this week because of my neck and honestly my back and hip. I have a long-standing back problem from my early 20s. So this time, 2 times I'm going to exercise, even if it's just some Pilates or yoga stretches or something that gets me going. Although I still am continuing to dance around my house and walk as much as possible, and I'm trying, but I did really poorly this week with exercise because my body just hurts so badly. Number 3, I'm going to eat more fruits and vegetables. Comment below and let me know what motivates you and what it is you're doing to exercise, any fun new recipes you have. Did you lose this week? I didn't, but I'm working on that.